Hey, what's up everybody? This is Gold Country Slot Car Racing Association. My name's Blake. It's been way too long since our Penelope Pitlane unboxing, but the weather's been raining the last couple of weeks here. It's gonna rain some more this week, but we've got a sunny day. So I figured today's the day, let's get it done. Okay, basic idea here is just to clean up whatever's left from that resin mold from the casting. Not a whole lot to do, want to take it easy. See a couple of tabs down there on the bottom you want to clean up. Again, you're not taking it too far, just making sure it's nice and smooth before you hit it with the super light sand and the wash. Take a look at this side, it's looking pretty good. Time to move on. Got a little bit to clean up in that exhaust area, but again, it's not going to be too hard, and I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon. Alright, there's the 2000 grit. I'm going to give this a super light sand, nothing too serious. There's kind of a little yellow of a color to the body when you first get it, and this light sand will turn a little bit more white. Just clean it up, make it real smooth before you wash it and get ready for paint. Alright, we just want to give this a quick little wash with some dish soap. Make sure you get any of the oils left over, whatever's left from that sanding and the casting. Make sure you get it all cleaned up nice and smooth, and after this we're going to glove up and we'll get ready to prime and paint this car. Coming along well. Okay, the important thing with priming these cars is you want to do multiple layers. The first spray is going to be really light dusting just to get some of that gray down. Just using a basic gray primer, nothing too fancy. Okay, we're finishing up that first light dusting. Moving on to the second one. We lost some footage, but that's okay. You don't have to see it all. Basic idea, just medium coverage, nothing too serious. We're moving on to that final spray. It's going to be a heavy wet coat. Now again, you don't want to go too far. If you're seeing pooling or puddling or pinholes, you've gone too far. Okay, we're finishing up our final layer here. Now there's the finished product. It's looking pretty good, but we're going to move on to a wet sand. Now you can do this after every prime you do, but I just do it after the final one. Make sure you clean up any of little bits and odds and ends that might have gotten stuck there where the paint got too heavy or something. And the car's looking pretty good. Again, it's not a concourse build, so we're not going to get too lost in the details here. But I like where we're at, and we're getting ready for a final paint. Here we go, final paint. First spray, again, make it real light. Just want to lay down that base color. The more layers you do, the more depth you're going to get in that color. Now, I didn't want this to be super bright, so I'm going to do it in 3 or 4 steps. As you can see here, the color is going on well. It's a little bit windy today. It's giving me some trouble, but you know, it's going to be okay. Like I said, it's a racer, so I'm not too terribly concerned with it being perfect. It's not a concourse build or anything like that. Here comes the second spray. Again, medium coverage. Don't want to go too wet. Don't want to go too light. Want to make sure you cover it all. And after this, I'm going to have a third little touch-up session. Make sure I get it all. And here's the final spray. And we're going on heavy. We get that nice deep dark red color for this Maserati, and well, let's just watch the rest of this. After we've seen the finished product there, we're going to get this clear coat on. Now I'm going with a semi-gloss. I don't really like the look of full gloss. Just doesn't play right with my eyes on these old cars. Because I'm going to do hand-painted numbers and all of that. So I want to make sure I get a little semi-gloss going. Again, first light spray, second a little bit whatever spray. I don't go too heavy on the clear coats. That's just my personal preference. Okay, as we wrap up this clear coat, we're going to be moving on pretty soon here. Okay, touch-up detail. This is my least favorite part. Using some automotive base paint there. It's an acrylic enamel mixture. Kind of worked a little bit better, looked better to my eyes. We'll see how the finished product turns out. There's the exhaust pipes. And got some paint from my daughter's collection here. A little bit of brown, white, and red for some skin tone. Got to mix that up. And blue for the racing suit, and black for a little bit of detail touch-up paint here and there, mixed with the brown for some dark leather kind of color. Just look at the driver drying up. And well, I hope your Sharpie work is good. That's how I'm doing these things. Thanks to JV for that tip. Pro tip, awesome, love it. Makes it a lot easier, but you do have to be careful. You don't want to get any of that Sharpie on the nice red. Take a look at the hand-painted numbers there. Didn't get a shot of that, but, well, you don't need to see everything. What's up, everyone? It's been quite a project. Just finishing up the last touches on this detail paint. It's a lot more than I thought it would have been. I've never done one of these full-on car builds. All the detail paint, the little final touches that kind of put the cars over the edge, gives you kind of respect for these model guys who do it crazily. Anyways, but I think you're gonna like the finished product. We're gonna be able to get this assembled pretty soon. It's still raining, but that doesn't matter because we're just gonna get the chassis done and get that all set up, and then getting close to a shakedown on track. So stay tuned. I think you guys are gonna like it. Thanks for joining us.